Hey guys, it's another week of wins for us here at Ken Blue. As usual, this is a weekly vlog. This is becoming like a full-time job for me now, but I believe in the long run, documenting this journey will help others and potentially provide for some great entertainment. For those who are new, my name is Shai Babatunde and I am the founder of Ken Blue. It's okay. Didn't even realize that was there. I have an amazing team and amazing clients, and it's time to let you guys in on what we've been doing this week. So let's go. So overall, we've had an amazing week, and as we go along in the video, I will share more about the week, my thoughts and some ideas. So if you remember, last week I spoke about a new interview process for the ARP Hub, and this week we'll be getting the interviews in. Precious has gone beast mode and has done a serious cleanse of the ARP Hub, literally throwing out people who are inactive on our online community and checking the validity of everybody else to make sure we're training the best of the best. We were almost at 200 members and I was excited for it, but now we're down to about just over 100. The purge was really worth it because the candidates I've been encountering recently have been really great. I stepped into one of the interviews the other day like a fly on the wall, turned off my camera, turned off my mic and would just listen to what was going on. And this young lady was answering the questions really well. So I decided to ask a few questions of my own. The highlight here was, after she answered my questions, I gave her the opportunity to ask me a question. Just curious to know what she'd want to know from me. So she asked me, how did you do it? She asked me how I built my company and put myself in a position to help others, both my employees and my clients. So for 2 minutes, I had the unique opportunity to slow down and just reflect on my journey, which was rare, but also very refreshing to do. My answer to her was simple. I stuck to my plan, and maybe I'll go into that with more detail on another day. Another highlight this week has been the lovely Muna Chimso, our client success manager. So she focuses on ensuring that our clients are both happy and getting the results that they want. And this week, while I was going through the system looking for some information, I noticed she was sending out some weekly messages. Now that's not unusual. We've already discussed the client management model, which includes sending out weekly texts. But she added a sweet touch that just made the texts a bit more personal and thoughtful, which just really encouraged me because it shows my team understand what we're trying to achieve and that they're ensuring that we get there in their own unique little ways. So for those of you who remember, last week I mentioned that the team are trying to get me to be outside. Again, networking, making new connections, building relationships both personally and professionally that can help us to find new opportunities in business to grow, to expand and to do greater things. Yesterday went to my first event of the month, which was an event called For My Brothers. It was basically a networking event for guys. There's a community of men that meet up together for different types of events. Yesterday was my first one. It was actually about relationships. There was an interesting discussion, fun games, fun opportunities to network. And it was really good being in a room full of guys who were being intentional about building relationships with other guys. These guys were very intentional about being accountable, growing their careers, growing their business, so many different walks of life. Some of them had children, some of them didn't have children, some were moving to other countries. So many great stories. People with podcasts, people in property. There was a guy, he was a chemist and he works with like metals and so on and so forth to verify if they're real or not. Very interesting stuff he does. And it was just a great opportunity to be in a different space. And the thing is with networking, I don't like going out to network as if I'm trying to find clients. That's not how networking works. I think one of the big misconceptions people have about networking, and this can kind of take me into some of my thoughts this week, is people think networking is about running around and like, oh, hi, how you doing? What do you do? Oh, yeah, I've got this to sell to you. Oh, what you doing? What can I get from you? When actually networking is about building connections with people based on wherever you connect, and during that relationship and during the growth of that relationship, maximizing opportunities that you both find together. So networking is about having people in your space who have the right mindset, who have the right goals, the right visions, the right attitude. And as you begin to build a relationship with those people, seeing where there's opportunities and synergy for you and them to work together. So there's a big misconception that networking is about going out to find new clients, especially when you're growing a business. It's like when you go to a networking event, you're looking for who you're going to sell something to immediately. And that's not really how it works. I'm very heavy on building relationships. I think I mentioned it in another video where there's a gentleman who I'd met. He had a multi-million-pound company, and he was telling me that one of the issues with our generation of entrepreneurs is that we are too fast to try to sell to people. We don't try to build relationships. This is something I was aware of before, but it was emphasized on this particular day by this gentleman who just gave me great advice on how to navigate that. So I'm more about building relationships and seeing if there's synergy to work together rather than forcing it. And I find that relationships that have no genuine synergy naturally fizzle out. It was an amazing event. Had an opportunity to make some great connections, great contacts. I connected with new people, but I also reconnected with people I hadn't seen in a very long time. So hopefully this will yield some great results down the line. But either way, just happy to be a part and connect with new people. Let's go on to the next thing. So I want to share with you guys some of my pipe dreams. When I say pipe dreams, I'm talking about things that I really want to do, that I'm thinking about and I'm putting together to put out there in the future. A lot of people would say, oh Shayo, don't talk about your ideas, people can steal them. The thing is, for me, there is a way we do things at KenBlue. There's a way we put things together that is very unique to our style of working. So we feel as though if somebody tried to do what we're going to do, they would do it in their way. They cannot do it in our way. So I'm not worried about people trying to do the same thing. I don't worry about industries getting saturated. In fact, it would be great if someone did it before us so that we can see how it worked and we can improve. So if you want to steal it, please pioneer it. I'll look behind, I'll watch how you do it, and I'll kind of learn from your mistakes to do it even better. So a lot of you might know how Dragon's Den works. There's Lion's Den in Nigeria, there's Shark Tank, I believe, in America. And it's a situation where people come and say, hey, here's my business idea, here's what I've done so far, I would like some investment. One of the things that we want to do in KenBlue is create an investment arm and work with other entrepreneurs or other professionals to kind of put money down, almost like a private fund, so they can put money towards small businesses. But alongside that, we are trying to create an investment arm where people are not just given money, we're also investing our services in sales and marketing and business growth to help those businesses grow alongside the money that's being invested. It's like an idea of having somebody come in and saying, hey, I would like £100,000 towards my business. And we would say, great, we'll look at that, talk to the investment team, we'd make sure we have the money. Then we'd also look at our team internally and look at, okay, is this a business that our team believes we can grow? If we believe so, our team would implement our own services to help that business grow alongside investing that money into it that we got from the investment arm. So we don't just become investors in a sense where people are putting money down and leaving, we're also providing service that supports that investment to ensure that that investment brings a great return. So we're looking to do that in a couple of years, but we're also looking to be the ones who are essentially approving the businesses, which is where the Dragon's Den style thing comes in. We're looking to do events, we're looking to do accelerators, where we bring entrepreneurs in, we bring small businesses in and say, hey, what are you trying to do? Work with us over the next 6 weeks, and whoever does the best essentially will get the investment that we're trying to put forward, as well as the service to help them grow. We're also looking at providing our service as an investment. So that's the thing that we're thinking about as well. Like partnering with people saying, hey, we can help you scale from 3, 4, 5 figures to 6 figures in 12 months. Here's what you're going to need. Here's what we're going to invest through our services to do so. Here's what we expect you to do. And then we work with that person together to now help their businesses grow. And of course, because we're investing via our services, we would own an equity stake in that business and in that business growth. So again, we realize that money is not the only way you can invest in a business. Also invest in sweat equity in businesses to help them grow. Because for us, that can get us a greater return and it's cheaper than giving them money. I've looked at the numbers, I've run some of the figures, and we've realized it's a better opportunity for us as a business as we want to expand and grow our opportunities via investment and collaboration. So keep a close eye over the next couple of years. One of the reasons why I'm sharing these dreams as well is so that I can clip this along the way and be like, remember when I said I want to do this? Here's what I'm doing instead. Here's how it looks. Here's how we're doing. To have that journey documented. You know, I say this in the humblest of ways. I truly believe I'm a genius. And I truly believe that the world will see this in a number of years. So I want to have this stuff documented so it can be like, hey, he said it, he saw it, he believed it, he did it. And I hope that the story and the journey will inspire others to be able to believe in themselves, put the work in, and get the results they desire. So this week's case study is Ken Blue ourselves. As a part of our growth blueprint, we have 3 pillars. We help you to deliver effectively, sell more, and build infrastructure. Deliver, sell, build, in that order. Each pillar has its own pillars. So within delivery, we have 3 areas: creating a branded model, building your delivery system, and hiring delivery personnel. Branded model, delivery system, delivery personnel. That's our method of creating efficient delivery and increasing our clients' capacity to deliver. So the branded model is what many people would class as your USP. That's what we're going to talk about today in this case study. What is your branded way of doing things that helps you stand out from your competitors and innovate? For us, the growth in our remote professional service tells us our branded delivery is working. So for those who are unaware, we usually provide our clients with strategy, software solutions, and a team. That's how we help growth. We might provide them with all 3, or 1, or 2, depending on what they need. So we have a whole element of our business built solely to recruit and train professionals in Africa, then placing them in businesses remotely across Europe. Now, what does this have to do with branded delivery? Considering there are many people who provide virtual assistant services. I have clients who do and other associates who do. And then we have platforms like Upwork and Fiverr and many more. What can we do to stand out? And let me tell you, what we do is so annoying for our remote professionals, but our clients love it and they commend them over and over for it. First of all of our remote professionals are full-time. They are vetted with ID checks and background checks, and we give them training to make sure they've got the basic skills and they're able to work internationally. Now, all of these are quite basic. Most people do similar things, but we decided to do little things to take it up a notch. Everyone who works for us and with our clients works on a Zoom meeting that is open for the whole day, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. UK time. On the Zoom, there are private breakout rooms for the clients, and everyone who's online stays in their respective rooms where they work. And they stay in there for the whole day with their cameras on. Along with having their cameras on, there is a dress code and a working etiquette that everyone follows to ensure we are all professional. The final touch is a branded background. So everyone is on camera for the whole day, dressed professionally with the same Zoom background. More recently, we've had a lot of clients come onto meetings with us with their own team of various virtual assistants. And then our team is there, professionally dressed, on camera, attentive, while the client's team is usually camera off, on mute, not saying a word until someone calls them. A lot of the time, it almost feels like they're not involved, and our clients keep highlighting this. Often, some clients have compared our team to the other team, saying, look how they're working, we need to be more like this. And in the back end, a lot of clients have come to me saying, hey, how do I get one of those remote professionals that you have? This experience creates our own unique branded delivery, which our clients are quickly recognizing and commending. And I genuinely appreciate my team for following it. Because trust me, they always complain about how strict things can be, but most of them can see that it allows us to provide a level of service that no one else is providing. And that's this week done. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Please continue to follow us on this journey. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. So from me and the team, have a great week.